Alright, so for this video, I'm going to inform you about what I like to call a physical entity. This is it's not a spirit in the sense that it is a non-physical being who has abilities and you can hit with a bar of iron and it goes right through and then it dissipates. This is something that um, has a physical body that you can interact with painfully. So, um, to start out, this is going to start out something I'm going to be calling the Monster Series, which is going to be about like 5 videos just covering the basic types because they're all very intricate and different in all their many ways. So, what is a monster? Um, a monster is both human and spirit, and it's kind of weird, but it's sort of like having an illness. What it starts out as, my mistake, is there's a human body, just human body. It has a spirit in it. It's living. It's like mere you. Doesn't really matter. And then along comes this spirit parasite. These come in many forms. They can be animal spirits. They can be um, literally tons of different things. And so the spirit comes along, and then it sees this person and says, "Oh, I can use their body for all kinds of nefarious purposes. Let me use that." So it hops inside the carcass of the person. They're not dead. I'm just using carcass as a metaphor, euphemism. Um, so yes, and now there's a spirit residing inside of this human. Slowly over time, the spirit and the human start to merge into kind of like a single being. And what starts to happen is every so often the spirit will raise enough energy to manifest aspects of itself on the human. All the while this is happening, the spirit is taking over the mind, I guess, of the human's physical body. While the spirit's in control, it's basically like a wild animal, not unlike a demon. Um, when these aspects show up, they are usually depicted of what the monster spirit parasite is. So, in the case of a werewolf, a wolf spirit parasite comes and finds a human body, hides inside the meat suit, and then uses it. Um, which is why, even though it's bullshit, the whole thing about the full moon has some basis in fact because um, the full moon is indicative of a time of great etheric energy. So a spirit can use that to partially manifest. So, um, in the case of a werewolf, this human body now has a layer of etheric matter on it that takes the form of the wolf. So the human who is currently not upstairs um, has the abilities of the wolf and his human body combined. So enhanced speed, strength, um, olfactory abilities, and then also certain aspects of the spirit itself. If the spirit has, like telekinesis or something, or it can purify water, God knows, um, it can do those things. Um, this is also why monsters can only be killed by certain things. Similar to how iron can dissipate a ghost, um, if you were to stab certain monsters with iron, it basically kills them instantaneously. The spirit is left and the body dies. Now, yes, when you kill a monster the right way, you are killing a human being, which is why there are other ways, and that is only a last resort. Ever. We're not in this job to kill people, we're here to save people. Um, Now, in the case of other monsters, human beings do it willingly, where they accept this parasite into themselves, and then they start killing people, and I have beef with that. All I'm going to say about that. But there are all kinds of monsters out there, all kinds of spirit parasites. Um, yeah, just do your homework. So yeah, but I'm gonna start this off with a few different kinds of things. Um, so yeah, with the remainder of this video, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit more about wares, because they're kind of misunderstood as far as monsters go. Not everything is a werewolf. Okay, I know Jacob Black has bled into the minds of all the young females out there, but there's a lot more than werewolves, and they aren't that ripped. I hope. That would hurt. Um, but wares come in many forms. There's where cats, where wolves, where just about everything. And there's also, this is basically due to the fact that any animal who dies has the potential of becoming a spirit parasite and then latching onto a human. Um, these can also take the form of snakes or spiders. Um, Spider spirits who launch into a person, which are, by the way, one of my least favorite things because I hate spiders a lot. Um, these just about any spider or any just about any spirit parasite of an animal manifests itself in the form of a were being. Um, they're all different, all kinds. I've never seen a were bird before, but who knows? Mostly land animals, lots of cats and canines. I've heard of were stags, but the point is that for the most part, I mean, if they're not doing anything to hurt anyone, you're not there to kill them or hurt them. If they're hurting people, then yes, you stop them. Otherwise, just leave them be. Let them know that if they do ever hurt anyone, you're going to hurt them. But don't be, like a dick about it. Just tell them the way it is. And yeah. Um, yeah, if they hurt anyone, take care of that. And yeah, that's your job. So alright, and then over the next few monster videos, I'll have like monster in the title, that way you know they're part of the monster series. I'm going to talk about lots of things. The closest thing to a vampire for all you fangirls out there, and some of the fanboys. Um, I'll explain that. Um, Lots of other things. There's a wealth of spirit parasites out there, and they all make different things. So I'm just going to cover the basic categories. But alright. Um, okay, that's it for tonight. Yeah. Keep your iron, and I don't know. Like I told you in another video, if you sprinkle salt on just about any monster, it causes their hide to burn off. That's actually the etheric matter that's on them. It temporarily dissipates, so keep that in mind. Alright, well, good night and God bless.